MLSP is here, and I'm super excited right now because I'm going to interview one of the brilliant minds in the internet marketing space, somebody that I'm super honored to call my friend. He's a very passionate and young entrepreneur from UK, and I want to introduce you properly to this man because get ready to take lots of notes, pull up your paper, relax, and we're going to dive into some incredible stuff that is going to help you build your six-figure business from home. So what I said about Nick, Nick Pratt is L2 leader in MLSP. This is the largest lead generation and traction marketing systems on the internet for home business entrepreneurs. And that's a very, very big deal. He's rising very, very quickly upon the leadership rank. Speaker, a trainer. He trains people and speaks on stages, teaching people how to build a home business. He won some affiliate contests, some big affiliate contests, and regularly have, couple $1,000 days. So that's incredible. His blog has been voted for among the top 50 MLM blogs on the internet. And I'm looking forward to his brain a little bit, how he got to this point. And also, he's also has a very vast range of interests. He's from squash and golf and cycling and playing the piano. His videos I watched on YouTube, one of his piano videos got like 500,000 views. He's very, very popular on there. But he's dancing, rock climbing, swimming. I mean, this guy has a vast interest range, so I'm super excited. How are you doing, Nick?
Yeah, so much for the warm introduction, Vitaly, and I'm doing fantastic and super excited to be to be interviewed by you. And you're a marketer that I really respect and follow, so it's great to be able to kind of to speak to you today. Yeah.
Awesome. Let's dig in then. Let's start with just telling a little bit about your story. How did it all start for you? When did you start building your home business, and what has driven you to study internet marketing?
Keeping it quite short, really, but I'm quite a young guy myself, 27, and for the past 5 years, I haven't actually been in a kind of proper job for the last 5 years. Straight after university, I did go into some kind of corporate jobs. So I was kind of in the rat race for a short time, working for some kind of corporate jobs and things like that. But I was kind of getting really burnt out early. I was doing kind of 80-mile commutes,
right?
Bad bosses, things like that. And I just quickly wanted a way out of the rat race. So I kind of stumbled into, just thought I've just got to kind of, start my own thing. So I started in business, but I didn't straight away start in network marketing or internet marketing. I started by going to local businesses and trying to get them ranked high in Google, which is known as SEO, search engine optimization. Finding that the business didn't really have, it wasn't really a leveraged business. I was still trading time for money. There was kind of a glass ceiling on how much I could do.
Yeah.
So I was looking for making money, and I stumbled into internet marketing and internet network marketing, as it's known, that we both operate in. And I haven't looked back since, really. I did struggle for a long time, but I have had success over the past year, and really over the past 6 months, it's just exploded. And that's what I'm excited to share with you and your followers today, Vitaly. So, it's unbelievable what this business can do for you when you really, when you really master skills, just what's possible with it. And that's really what I want to share today, really.
In the corporate world for a couple of years, I want to get the way out of this rat race, and that's why you join online. And now you are not working in the corporate world. Like how you've been online for
5 years, but it's not necessarily, when I say full time. A few years ago, I was just earning enough just to stay out of a job, earning the big money. So I do feel very fortunate, and I think that the reason my business has taken off, as we'll talk about soon, is things like MLSP, My Lead System Pro, which we'll talk about, and really just how to approach this business the right way. That's what I want to really kind of convey, today, really.
Awesome. So tell me, you talk about this incredible growth that you had in the past 6 months. So what was really your breakthrough, your major turning point when you started to see result and being profitable?
It's a tough thing to just talk about one thing, but one of the big things is focus. And one thing that we teach a lot in our community is, and I'm sure you've heard this a million times, Vitaly, but it's the focusing on one marketing strategy. Okay.
Yeah.
Getting that to 30 leads per day, not focusing on 5 marketing strategies or 10, or like most people do, just focusing on one strategy, getting really good at it before diversifying. And it's just focusing like a laser beam. That's been my big breakthrough. And it's very easy in the kind of internet network marketing niche or whatever to get distracted by all the huge launches and things like that, and to go off into different directions. But the big breakthrough I've had is just to focus like a laser beam on one specific strategy, not to get distracted. And that's what all the leaders do. I mean, we can both testify to that, because it's something that we teach in the community. In My Lead System Pro, that's what everybody says, and it's absolutely true. So that's been my big breakthrough, I would say.
Things that you're promoting and also focusing on lead generation strategy and become really good at it and get results. So what are those things that you were focusing on in terms of lead generation that you picked up and really kind of mastered it?
Kind of prolific at content marketing, and specifically blogging and video. I think blogging and video are kindred spirits. So they're not necessarily 2 different strategies. They can go together. So you can pair them together. And I personally, I love producing content. I love producing blog articles, videos. I know putting value out there into the marketplace, because the point is the more content you produce, the more leads that you can get, the more traffic, and you get what's known as the compound effect. And for everyone, what the compound effect by Darren Hardy. Fantastic book. And it's just understanding that the more content you produce, and if you're consistent about it, you produce content every single day, it equals huge results over time. Now, doing stuff like blogging and video marketing, I do say to people that it's not a fast strategy. It isn't, it's not going to get you really fast results, but it gives you long-term leverage. So what I always say to my one long-term strategy and one paid strategy going straight out of the gate. So you're kind of covering both of them. So yeah, that's what I do, Vitaly. It's blogging and video. But I have diversified now, and I do also have paid traffic and things like that. But in terms of what I hang my hat on, it's kind of SEO, it's blogging, video. I love all that stuff. Tell people about it, that you're getting like over 40 free leads per day. I mean, it just gives you great leverage. Yeah, I love it. Yeah,
I love blogging video too. There is so much leverage, and you just produce a video and then people watch it over and over and over again. Your brand, 24/7, all the time, all day long. And I absolutely agree with you. It's all about consistency and putting content out there and providing value into the marketplace, and you'll get better at doing it. The more you do it, the more because a lot of people, there are some they're blogging, but they are not getting results with their blog. They're not structured correctly. They are not generating leads with their blog, or maybe they're doing videos, but they are not doing them in a specific way. They're not giving call to actions. So what are some of the things that you do specifically with your videos, and where do you put a video, and then how it translates into you building your brand and you generating leads?
I think some of the leads in MLSP, I remember them saying that there's different kinds of videos you can do. There's lead generation videos and there's branding videos.
Yep.
So I think there's the kind of videos that you maybe send to your things like that, or kind of building your brand. And then there's other videos which are more of a direct call to action videos, and they both work great. In terms of what to do, I think it's a case of one thing with blogging and video is it's obviously very competitive, because a lot of other people want to get ranked as well. Be very determined, and you've got to think to yourself, if I'm up against another marketer who's got his video ranked and he's gone for, let's just say, 500 backlinks to his video, I'm going to go for 1,000 backlinks to my video. If that person goes, you know, you're going to work really hard on ranking stuff. I think it's also important to think about who is going to do the search to get to that video or blog post, and are they your target market in terms of, you know, are they like your customer avatar? You don't just want to put stuff up like that. You want to think about the keywords as well. So I think it's, you're right that there are a lot of people who, you know, they'll have a blog or whatever and it's not getting any traction. It's not an easy strategy. I say to people, it's not easy, but
are you ranking some stuff right now on your videos and blog posts?
You know what, I have I have a lot of things ranked on the front page. Yeah, it's, I mean, I am. The other thing is, if you can jump onto trends as well, you can get kind of the low-hanging fruit keywords. I think that's a good idea. But I have a lot of things ranked. But one thing I learned from Rob 4 is that it doesn't matter if not all of your stuff ranks. You know, that's the whole point. It's like, out of all the blog posts and videos I've done, it doesn't matter if like maybe a small percentage of them rank. Because those ones, it's the 80-20 principle, right? It's like, I actually have like, I think it's maybe, you know, a few blog posts that get me like 10 or 20 leads. And that's just from, so if you think that you can create more of them down the line, you can see how this adds up. And that's what gets me so excited about it, that there's all these untapped, you know, search traffic is just fantastic. I love search traffic.
Yeah, because people right now, they're searching for something, they type in what they're looking for. Now you're just out of the gate because you rank there. And I'm curious, how many blog posts, how many videos you've done?
I think I've lost count, to be honest with you. It's kind of, it's amazing, Vitaly, because I, you know, when I kind of go to work on my business, I just follow the process, and I can tell that you do the same, and I advise everyone out there to do the same as well. And after a while, you just realize that you've just created so much content out there. It's all a case of being a kind of student to the process, I think.
Yeah,
absolutely loads. I mean, you know, I've gone on some kind of rampages where I've done like 3 videos a day, a bit of time. But I think nowadays I focus on more of, if I'm going to do a video, make it really, really good. So focus on, you know, getting it ranked, and rather than the kind of quantity of it.
That it's a matter of strategy, and I guess that you refined your strategy along the way. You just didn't start out like knew exactly what you was doing, right?
Yeah, and so I'm a little bit crazy as well. But you don't have to. No, it's all about working smarter, not harder. Like when I used to do 3 videos a day for a short time, that actually wasn't too smart, because I wasn't focusing on each one on getting. If you just do like maybe 2 videos a week, but you just focus like a laser beam on getting them ranked, far more powerful than doing like as many videos as you can a day. You don't need to do that. You need to learn how to rank them. That's the most important thing. And obviously we have a lot of powerful strategies for ranking videos. As you know, Vitaly, you know, we've got in My Lead System Pro, we've got some unbelievable training.
A freak, like you want to dig into SEO and learn how to rank stuff, you know. Will you be able to learn how to do it being a member of MLSP? I mean, did you learn a lot of this stuff being a member of MLSP?
I learned almost everything from MLSP, because when I look at all the strategies I've kind of learned and implemented, pretty much all of them have come from MLSP and the different leaders. And I've learned a ton of different the weekly art. It's come from, you know, some of the courses we've got, the training library, absolutely everything. And that's what it's all about. And it's always changing as well. That's why it's important to be on the cutting edge of it, because we've always got things are always changing with online marketing. I think you'd agree with that, wouldn't you, Vitali? That we've obviously got a guy that I think you've been talking to who's getting about 100 leads a day on Twitter.
Even two is
unbelievable. So if you want to learn strategies like that, I mean, definitely recommend.
Just change. However, there are some things that are kind of the fundamental of success online, and this stuff never changed. So I want to ask you about this. What do you think are some of the key fundamentals that really make a person, doesn't matter what strategy, successful on the internet, building his home business?
People business. So, network marketing or internet network marketing, it's all about kind of bridging that gap and finding you more people to talk to, because your results are dependent on how many people you have. And it does, it might be that you communicate with them on Facebook chat, it might be on the phone, or it might be through video, or even something like a webinar, which is fantastic. Or an event, that's a great thing as well. But the important thing is that I think the number one thing we always say is you need leads. Okay, leads are the lifeblood of your business. You need people to talk to. As it's bridging that gap so that you have people to talk to see how you can best serve them, and hopefully offer them a solution if it's relevant. So it could be your business opportunity, or it could be a marketing course, or something like that. It's some way for you to help them, and that will always be there. I think that it's about building the relationships and finding more people to talk to. It's not about just having this, having the internet just making you lots of money with you just kind of out, getting people to talk to, getting people to communicate with properly, so that you can then them into your opportunity, or provide your or whatever, or some training. But it's finding those people to talk to so that you can best serve them. I think that will always be there. Absolutely, yeah, it will always be there.
The relationship business, I used to think that I can hide behind my computer and build my funnels, and people just I just need traffic and people just buy automatically, but once you understand that it really is people who will allow you to build your dream business, and you need to learn how to communicate with those people. You need to learn how to brand yourself, how to put up a message out there so that people get attracted to you, and they will want to be part of what you're doing because of your story, because of who you are, because you can really help them. And that's why being a member of MLSP can make you become this professional marketer that will be able to attract people by the value you have. So I want to ask you, when was the first time, I'm curious, when was the first time that you actually become a member of MLSP, and what's happening there to, why did you become a member?
To be honest with you, when I first discovered kind of network marketing and internet network marketing, I came across MLSP, and it was quite, I didn't really understand it. And I think, I think a lot of people say this, don't they? They don't really understand how it works, and kind of left it at that time. Now, I wouldn't recommend that for anyone here, by the way, because I stumbled around with a lot of struggle in the past because I'd left it behind. But the good thing is that I've now gone out and tried other marketing systems. Okay, I've seen what else is out there, and I now know that my Lead System Pro is the best thing out there. It's just, I've looked at the other stuff out there, and I think there's a reason it's been around since 2008. It just stands the test of time, and it's got a great leadership, the founders and everything. It's fantastic. I can't say enough good things about it, really, because of the amount of results it's given me, sort of thing. So
so you hang your head in one of the best out there. But tell me specifically, what makes it special for you? Why people can just the same things in the other system? Why are you so passionate? Why are you staying here? What makes it special, unique to you?
So many things. It's difficult to know which to talk about. I think we've already said it, but cutting edge online marketing training. Now, I think things out there, a lot of other things out there are very out of date because they don't keep up with what's working at this time. With My Lead System Pro, all the latest strategies are covered. You know, there's webinars each week. It's always changing. You know, there's always stuff coming along. There's different trends, and I think it's important to get that, you know, cutting edge training. You can't have out of date stuff, so I think that's very important. The next thing is, you know, one thing we obviously teach in My Lead System Pro is it's the for-profit centers. Okay, so not just relying on your business opportunity income, but also continuity, your product revenue, your high ticket, stuff like that, as well as your business opportunity. So you have a more rounded business. The problem I see with a lot of people building their home business is they've just got their opportunity. And I use this analogy when I'm talking to people, that it's the equivalent of having a shop, right? And then just having like one product on the shelf. And people go into that shop and it's like, if they don't want that one product on, it's just like an empty shop or whatever. Right. You know,
yeah.
You've got to have different courses, tools, and systems that you can provide to people to give them the best solution for what they want. Because, you know, not everyone's gonna want your business opportunity, and you still want to help those people. Already in your business opportunity, then what do? You want to be able to help them. Say, you know, here's some marketing training that can really, you know, help you out here. So I think those are two of the things with MLSP. Another thing is it's the community. I think there's a very strong community. I think the Facebook group's fantastic. You know, there's lots of support and things that people are providing all the time. New members are being, and it's kind of an all-in-one thing, really. I think a lot of people have said it's just fantastic. Yeah, there's not enough good things I can say about it, really.
Well, like you said, you really want to be able to have a rounded business and not a shop with just one product, which is your people, and provide this residual income, which is, by the way, you know, there are a lot of people who are earning more money in MLSP than the primary business. You know, it's an affiliate program. It's not an MLM. It's nothing like that. It's just providing you the tools and the training that you need. But I know that people are making substantial income with that. I'm curious. Are you using the funnelizer inside MLSP?
To use it, yeah. I mean, it's something that for my new kind of people that are coming through MLSP, I'm telling them about the funnelizer, and it's just getting better and better. I mean, it's like, it is literally, you know, the most done for you with the funnelizer. It's just been a huge breakthrough. And on top of that, the CRM is just unbelievable. I've really been using that a lot, and it's just such a nice interface. It's so easy to use, and it just keeps getting better and better. And I do think, you know, we obviously have a membership in MLSP called Mastery, and you look at all the stuff that you get, and I do think that it's cheap for what you get. You know,
totally.
You get a CRM, you get things where you can build pages and stuff. It's just unbelievable the amount of stuff that's been added on recently, really, because there was already a lot of stuff there, but now it's just
you don't need to go and buy yourself a lead pages, for example, to build your pages, funnels, to brand yourself and pay $67 per month. You get it inside MLSP. Use the funnelizer, set up your capture pages. We have our top members showing you exactly how to set up those funnels in a couple of minutes. It's really point and click, very, very simple to use. So we cut your own savings on that part. Don't need to go and buy any third-party tools, and it looks slick. We have one of the best designers that gives the templates for those funnels that are really like sexy. They look sexy in the marketplace. And then the CRM that you mentioned, I use it a lot, where you can follow up with people on a more high touch level. So like it's not only when you generate leads, they don't go only to your autoresponder, whatever it is that you're using, your Aweber or GetResponse. You also get it inside the CRM system to be speaking with people on the phone, schedule appointments, or talking with them on Facebook chat or whatever. You're able to track those relationships and keep history of your interactions, so that you know, you don't need to keep it all in your head. So let's say there's a person who has 2 kids, you know, and he is in this company and he's struggling with that. Now you know for next time you talk to them exactly where you are, where this person stands. And I mean, do you use it all the time, right? This CRM stuff.
On that point, Vitaly, it's in the past, you know, before MLSP, I used CRM systems that are like big, you know, the kind of ones that corporation uses, but you can get them as like a small business account or whatever. We're talking about like the ones that, you know, use, and they're not really appropriate for if you're in home business, because there's so many things tacked onto them that you never need. They're for like sales teams, you know, stuff like Salesforce and things like that, and those kind of programs. Whereas what I love about the one in MLSP is it's totally dialed in for home business owners. So you only have the things that are needed, and you can add tags on things. It's just, and I actually find it kind of easier to use and better to use than all those really fancy, expensive programs that I used to try and use.
Yeah, it's so simple
as well. So it's fantastic. Yeah.
You know, to get something like that, it's like a couple $100 that you'll need to spend
Absolutely.
somewhere else, and you know, user benefit, that like usability, how you're going to use it in every day, what you get in the CRM. It's incredible. I mean, this, like you said, I mean, so much value for the mastery membership. It's unbelievable. You edit all the training stuff.
It is crazy.
Inside
it's crazy. And I mean, one of the only downside is that there's too much value, and that you know, people obviously come. There's a lot of fun. Okay. And but there's a lot of training, you know, and each week as well, like with the webinars and stuff. It's just it's crazy. It over delivers.
Yeah. Plug it into those webinars, and you will learn all of those skills. Over time, you'll be like, man, you're going to be attracting people
Absolutely.
to you. And people, do you have like a regular right now? People come to you and they say, hey, Nick, you know, I've just checked you out. I just saw this and that, and I just want to be, you know, learn more about what you do, right?
Well, it's almost like it gets to a point where you almost can't keep up with the amount of people who are reaching out to you, because and that's the whole point, is that you have an abundance of people to talk to, and it's such a fantastic situation. Strategies to get your lead flow up, and you've always got people to talk to, because that's what home business owners need. They need people to talk to. That's what the businesses run on. The more people you talk to, the more skills are very, very powerful, and they're worth investing in yourself and learning these skills.
You know, saw your stuff. They actually kind of know who you are, and they're eager to talk to you. Those are the kind of people that we're talking about. Learning how to do that, how to turn a stranger who didn't know about you anything, and then turn it into a customer, and then a raving fan, through to online marketing, what you do. That's incredible. That's what we teach in MLSP, right?
Yeah, this isn't about buying a package of leads from people who were interested in a business opportunity 10, 20 years ago. This is people who are interested now, and you know, get more information. They're red hot ready to, you know, get your training and support. So it's all about getting good quality leads. You don't just want to just kind of buy some leads or whatever, like buy a package of leads. This is about generating your own leads that you can then touch base with, and offer them a solution, you know, when it's appropriate to do so.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So speaking with leads, it's not only about generating leads. There, you know, it's also about how you're going to convert those leads into actual sales and signups for strategies. But what are some of your best tips you can give, how to actually convert those leads into signups and sales?
There's a few different methods. Essentially, it's about, we do teach this in MLSP, but it's about Well, first of all, when you get a phone number lead and you call, you need to know what to say. You need to have some kind of idea about your approach. And really, it's not as difficult as people think, because someone has opted in, left their phone number, and they've raised their hand for you to call them and to ask them what they're looking for. So it's really not that complicated. There are other methods we have, though, stuff like video marketing. That is a way of building a relationship with your leads. There's which we have we have a fantastic webinar marketer in MLSP, Steve Jaffe. He's one of the top webinar marketers in the industry if you want to do webinars. They're fantastic for conversion. And then obviously there's email and things like that. There's chatting on Facebook. I think it's all about finding that opportunity to communicate, whether it's on the phone, Facebook, through a webinar. It's just, that's great. But we've got more strategies for closing sales, really. So yeah, there's quite a few things, but those are obviously the main things I'd say. To be honest with you, I'm always learning, new strategies. Like I've learned some things from you, Vitaly, about things like Facebook chat and things like that. So the community.
And like you said, there's a lot of ways to turn leads into sales and signups. It's one of it is just building a relationship with those people and showing them that you're real, that you are a leader, that you're there to help them, and they should see you and trust you as take them from point A, where they're at, to where they want to be. Part of it's consistency. They see you all over the place. They see you on the blog. They see you on your YouTube channel. They see you on Facebook. They see that you're in the game, that you are helping people, and they're attracted to that. They want to be part of what you're doing. So maybe they're not signing up with you today, but they sign up tomorrow, next week, because you are in front of their face.
Yeah, I mean, I have to, they'll say, well, I'm planning to join at some point or whatever, and they'll join in like 2 months or something, or 2 weeks, and it's just because that you're kind of keeping in contact with them. I think that's the core thing. They're reading your emails, they're seeing your social media stuff, and yeah, it's about kind of building the relationships, because you will have some people who they join when they're ready to join, or whatever. So and I think I'm good at that, to be honest with you, into my list often, and really good value as well. So it's all those things, really. Yeah, absolutely. This overview saying of fortune is in the follow-up and all this stuff, but it is true in terms of, I mean, in the wider scope of marketing, it's known as touches. So they need to see an offer, 4 or 5 times before they buy anyway. But if you can just keep in touch and, not be really hypey and, putting loads of pressure on. I have people who as soon as possible, and it's just crazy. But we obviously don't do those kind of, spam tactics on, in MLSP. We teach proper conversion tactics.
Yeah, this stuff doesn't work. If you're just going to be screaming about your business, people are not attracted to you. And write it down. People are not joining business opportunities. None of this stuff matter. You have the best compensation plan or whatever. People want to see that you are the person, you are the guy that can them to be successful. They are joining you. That's why it's so important that you build your brand. Your brand. It's all about positioning, how you position yourself in the marketplace. And if you're right now, well, I don't know where to start. Well, here you go. You have MLSP to teach you how to brand yourself. Their motto is turning tomorrow's day, something like that, right? Creating tomorrow's leaders. You'll go through the program, you'll plug it into the training, and on the other side, you'll become this confident leader that other people will be like magnetically attracted to you. Because I promise you, I wasn't speaking like that even a year ago, not even close. Yeah. I started having nothing, and it's all been part of MLSP. I really learned like 90% of what I know, and how in terms of positioning myself and how to market online, and it's just how it works, right?
People who are kind of spamming their links or whatever on Facebook, they're not getting results. That's part of the struggle. But if you just follow these core attraction marketing strategies that are in the community, then you become a top producer. I mean, it's just simple. It's just kind of, we have like this fast start, don't we? When people join, they go through this fast start where it's step 1, step 2, step 3. It's just, you've got to learn these strategies because they work. They're tried and tested. And it's not just limited to these strategies. We're obviously talking about it in relation to the way they actually get customers and get sales is by, they have a brand, don't they? They generate hundreds, thousands of leads a day. If you're a home business owner, you've got to generate leads. You've got to have people to talk to and communicate with. So yeah, absolutely right. Yeah.
On a daily basis, no matter what. I mean, this must happen no matter what. Kind of like you're part of your core routine that happens.
Yes, that's an amazing question, because this is the kind of thing I actually talk, I'm kind of giving training on stage for our UK events at the moment. And this is the kind of thing I talk about. And it is all about your daily routine, having a consistent schedule that you follow. Some of the things I do each day, well, I think one of the things is a personal development process. Okay, so for example, we actually have in MLSP, well, we have the daily wake-up call, don't we, which is fantastic. And that is a form of personal development because it's motivational, it's inspirational, and it's putting positive thoughts into your head, giving you that rocket fuel for the day. So I do listen to that most days. In my opportunity, we also have kind of personal development stuff in there as well. But on top of that, I also I create content on a daily basis. I think that's an important one, whether it's blogging or video. This is how I kind of organize it. But I have Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays is blog. Tuesdays and Thursdays is video. And then other things I do is, one thing I always do every day is it's giving training to my team members and my students. Important, but also, like I mentioned before, it is all about having people to talk to, and I communicate with people on a daily basis, on Facebook, on the phone, whatever, to really connect with them and see how I can help them. So it's quite simple, really. And yeah, there's obviously I do like paid traffic strategies as well, but those are like the important things, I think: creating content, connecting with your leads, development, absolutely. I think those are the most important things. But if you can think of other stuff, Vitaly, that would be awesome to get those ideas in there. But those are the main ones, I think. Everyone seems to. I've watched a lot of the MLSP webinars, and when leaders talk about what their daily routine is, it's just so similar, isn't it? It's create content, if that's your strategy, or really work on your marketing strategy, which one you've picked. It could be paid traffic, for example. It could be PPV. It could be banner ads, whatever. And then obviously connecting with your leads. It's tried and tested, isn't it? What works.
Absolutely. You have to test stuff, and the thing is that if you stick to some basic stuff and you're going to be consistent with it, like follow what Nick's advice is, create content, personal development is a must. I listen to those wake-up calls myself every day, and I probably work on my mindset more even than on my marketing skills, because I understand that it's the most important part. When I get with people on the phone, they feel it, they feel that my energy and that I'm there to help them, and I have a very strong mindset that I can get myself to a high energy level and really excited to share and serve. And it's all because of of this, you know, mindset stuff that we are doing, the personal development. So definitely it's
Absolutely. Yeah.
I want to ask you, what is your best advice will be for people who are, you know, they're just starting out, they maybe they have a limited time because they have full-time jobs, and online they never saw those commissions generated on their inbox, like
Yeah.
cha-ching, 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 you know.
Yeah.
Your best advice for them to be on what they need to focus on the first stage of their business development to really
Mm.
get to the level where they will start seeing results?
I think there are quite a few things, and I do talk about this, you know, when I give the training on stage, because there are quite a few things. But I think that focus is just a huge one, because, you know, what I see with a lot of people is overwhelm. I think that's one of the biggest problems, is that they've just got too many things to think about. And if, you know, if they're in kind of a full-time job, whatever, you need to have just things to focus on, really. You need to have a specific marketing strategy that you can decide on, and not to get distracted by the shiny objects. The other thing is, I think it's about the language you use. I talk to a lot of people and they say, I'm going to give this a go. Now, that's not the language I would use, and it's not what I recommend for my team and students, because saying I'm going to give this a go, it doesn't sound very confident, does it? And instead of saying I'm going to give this a go, say I'm going to do this, or, you know, I'm going to get results with this no matter what. Because, you know, obviously building a business, there's going to be challenges, but you've got to be long term. Okay, you're not just in it for a few weeks or whatever. It's surprising that there's some people who, you know, they kind of start out and they say stuff like, well, you know, I'll kind of give this a go for a few weeks or whatever, a few months, and you know, because it's like, you know, it's, you know, if you were doing a sport or something like that, or, you know, we mentioned about the piano earlier, about if you're learning a musical instrument, you're not going to have tackled it in like a few weeks, or, you know, even a few months. In it for the long term, and just be very consistent as well. But so those are like the main things. I think that, you know, the biggest problem I see is overwhelm, is that people are just the strategy. Let's just say it's blogging, and then a few weeks later, there's this big launch for something like I don't know, a new PPV product or something, and all of a sudden they're off on strategy, and then there's another, because it launches, you know, pretty much every week or whatever, and on marketing strategy. And obviously in MLSP, you're able to do that. There's the training on the different marketing strategies. You just need to pick one, and you need to schedule it into your calendar. This is what people don't seem to do, is that, you know, if you've decided that you're going to be working on it on a Tuesday evening from, you know, 7 till 9 or whatever, then you're sat at your desk at 7 o'clock ready to work. You know, it's kind of how you tackle anything in life, really. You've got to be very focused, and you've just got to make sure that you show up for your business. And that's what I do. That's what you do, Vitaly. And it's really simple if you just show up, you know, and you follow the process. Don't be obsessed with the outcome. Just follow the process.
The reality of it will take care of itself if you are going to decide that you're going to show up as your highest self every single day, that you're going to honor your journey, that, you know, no matter how long it takes, it may take you a week, it can take you a month or 2 months or 5 months, it doesn't matter really. Even if it takes you a year, will it be worth it to you and to your family if you will break free, if you'll take your time freedom back, if you'll have financial freedom, if you'll be able to do what you want, where you want, with whom you want, take vacation, don't ask for permission for your boss to do whatever you want to do? Would it be worth it to you? And you get emotional and say to yourself, well, why am I doing this business? You know, why am I in it for? And keep an eye on the prize. So every single day you just wake up And again, you visualize what you want to accomplish. You get clear why you are here in this business, and you never get your eye off the ultimate you want to get. That will keep you motivated. And if you just show up every single day with your, doing your best and learning and then applying and then learning again and then applying again, and step by step, you're going to get there. Absolutely. There is no question about this. Just deciding that I'm going to do it no matter what. I have a dream. I don't know exactly how I'm going to get there, but you know what? I'm going to figure it out because I believe in myself. I trust in myself. I trust in the process. I'm trusting MLSP. I trust in the. I'm going to get there. I'm going to figure stuff out, and that's what will get you to success, right?
Isn't it? Like, I love that quote, which is, I didn't say it would be easy, but just that it will be worth it. And it is worth it. You're building a business, you're escaping from the rat race. It's worth learning a marketing strategy. It's worth learning how to rank YouTube videos or whatever it is you've got to learn.
Right.
Like working at your computer, it's not like super stressful or anything. And it's, I don't know, I just put it into perspective. And the other thing, Vitaly, is like what I say to a lot of people is that I actually enjoy the process. I don't kind of look at it as this big scary task like a lot of people do. I just look at it as in you're kind of soaking up the training, you're learning stuff. And these are really valuable skill sets that are not just valuable within home business, they're valuable within any business. And you could go out to, from all these skills that you learn, it makes you a very valuable person. You could go out and sell this with consultancy or whatever for a lot of money if you really want to. So it's worth learning internet marketing skills because it's the most important thing out there in today's society, for in business. So that's the way I've always seen it. That's why I have no problem in jumping out of bed every morning and just kind of, deciding to work on my business. And I think you've obviously got the same drive as well, which is fantastic.
Yeah, helping other content, living a legacy, connecting with new people, making new friends. It's fun. I meet friends every single day, and just my network expands and expands, and I'm having a blast doing it. So you will, once you get into the groove, you will you're going to have a lot of fun building this business. And like you said, internet has a lot of leverage. It really is. Learning internet marketing is one of the highest skill that will pay you, the highest amount in our society. Learning how to leverage the power of internet and build your brand. When you learn that, you'll be able to just, make as much money as you want and do whatever you want. And there is no ceiling. There is no ceiling on that. There are people who are making, 50K a month, 100K a month, 300K a month. There's not like in a job you have a ceiling. You decide what you're worth, and you keep improving your skills, and you're getting better and better, and you give yourself raises every single
and you and like I said, by learning internet marketing, if you really wanted, not that you wouldn't have to do this, but you could go out and, from the skills you've learned, you could sell it to businesses through consultancy. If opportunity, you can sell your business opportunity, of course, but you could sell anything really. Sales, which is essentially what we do, it's just one of the best skills out there, I think. So something, for all of you who watch this or whatever, just get very excited about this business. Don't look at it as some big scary task. View it as something to really get excited about, because you can become a very valuable person and earn a lot of money. So yeah, I definitely urge people to kind of think like that.
Yeah, and it started this class marketing. I'm very passionate about it. We can talk about for hours about this.
Absolutely, yeah.
And what this industry really allow you to do in terms of your lifestyle?
Well, you know what? It's absolutely crazy, Vitaly, because it's like, I talk with my friends and stuff, and they're in jobs and things like that, and they just, sometimes I forget that I don't have a boss or anything like that. And I mean, what I love to do is I love to spend time with my friends and family. And I have a kind of busy social life and things like that. And I love to just do that and not have to worry about, kind of money. It's like, in fact, I'll tell you something for yourself and, anyone watching this. One thing I do each day is, this is part of my lifestyle thing. I spend 1 hour a day. I go to the coffee shop and I have a cup of coffee and I read my novel, right? And the reason I do that is to prove a point to myself that that's what it's all about. It's about having that freedom and that lifestyle to just be able to take off to the coffee shop in the middle of the day or whatever. And I try to have little rituals to just kind of to prove a point to myself and the universe that, this lifestyle of, not having a boss or whatever is kind of, it's just unbelievable. And that you have the freedom to just, go on vacation when you like, all this sort of stuff. But having said that, because I enjoy my work so much, it's not like I want to get away from it. But, I personally love Mondays. I love working on my business. So, and that's what I urge for everyone, really, my teammates, my students, just to, to obviously get out of the rat race and have a business that you love. I think it's just that's just the icing on the cake. Yeah. So
awesome. Yeah. I mean, I love Mondays too. That's what's life off. You can go to vacations. Absolutely. Just a couple of weeks, I'm going to a 5-day Caribbean cruise. And
I've also been around to where you're going. I think it's Cozumel.
Cozumel.
It's probably it was as I was growing up, kind of on a cruise. But yeah, that's fantastic, and that just proves the point, doesn't it? That it's having that flexibility. It's just unbelievable, and I want it for myself, but also for mates, my students. I'm very passionate about that.
You know what? We didn't have some time to really dig into some blogging stuff. I know that you rank like among the top 50 MLM blogs out there.
Oh, yeah.
If you can just 2 minutes and in 2 minutes kind of share, how did you get to this point?
The story is that I knew about that there's something called the top 50 MLM blogs, and I knew about it. I knew that lots of leaders, actually a lot of the people in top 50 MLM blogs are from MLSP, which is what you need to know, right? Or that they've come from MLSP. Even when my blog was quite young, I applied for it, and the guy who runs it, George, he actually replied back, telling me about all the, giving me compliments on the blog as well, and then I simply sent an email out to my list to get the votes up, and it was quite easy really. But something like that's fantastic because it's good to get that feedback from the industry about you put value out into the industry and just to get that valuable feedback. So yeah, there's just a quick one for you. Very, very proud of, and I'd recommend other bloggers to take it upon themselves as well.
Yeah, it's all about providing value, and you're providing a lot of value, man. That's awesome to see. And I want you to leave this interview with thoughts of encouragement, really to encourage people that may be watching this right now and they're thinking, well, this Nick guy, he's kind of cool. He's done like a bajillion million videos and blog posts. I don't know. He's into SEO. He probably knows coding. I don't know. Will it work for me? They might be thinking this way. And what will be your thoughts of encouragement, kind of sharing like, you're just a regular guy and they can do it too?
I think the thing is that you've got to start somewhere, haven't you? Everyone starts from zero. And a lot of the blogs and things I've done, they haven't ranked well at all. And it doesn't matter because you just need to be in the game producing content. But I think in terms of encouragement, what I would say is to just, get excited about it. Don't look at it as a big, scary task. The training's provided for you. I do recommend it's all there for you. It's like a cookbook. You follow the recipes and you get the results. I mean, you're running a business here. You've got to get serious about it, and you've got to find a way of being passionate about the process. Okay, not about obsessing with the outcome, about obsessing with the beach or the vacations and all that sort of stuff, but just thinking to yourself that this is the right path that you're on, and just find a way of loving the process and not being excited about it as well. And yeah, I'm terrible with code, by the way. I don't do any of that stuff. I don't know how to code. I'm not a techie or anything like that. But the good thing is that you will testify to this, Vitaly, is that over the past 3 years, a lot of websites and stuff, they're basically done for you. You click a button, your landing page up, it's done for you. With MLSP, you've got the funnelizer. I don't want to, and I don't need to learn how to code. It's there's none of this kind of technical stuff. You've just got to, I think, getting the done for you systems. That's what we've got. 10 years ago, it was a different story, but it's a lot easier nowadays. I think people have got to.
Absolutely, I love it. I love it. And follow in love with your journey as much as your destination, and you'll be well on your way. And like you heard Nick, and you heard Nick saying, he's a regular guy, not a techie. You don't need this stuff. You have know how to send an email, how to open your Facebook account. You'll be able to build this business. It's all about much more about what's going on in your mind and your strategy as to learning the tech stuff. I don't know code. I don't know any of the technical stuff to do it. If you want to build a blog, somebody for $50 can do it for you.
Yeah.
It's let any technology stop you in any way, shape, or form. Look for the strategy behind everything. That's much more important. And grab yourself a trial with MLSP. It's only $10, and just look around and see. If you're not going to be like blown away with all of the value that is inside, with all of the tools and the training, $10 back and go and sit and drink a cup of coffee. I'm sure that
You're going to Starbucks or whatever.
You'll find passionate people here. You'll find the support here. You'll find the step-by-step training here. You'll find all of the marketing strategies that you ever need to learn on the cutting edge, how to generate leads. You'll learn how to brand yourself. You'll learn how to be valuable in the marketplace from day one, and you'll take it to wherever level that you want to take it. It's all inside. Just believe in yourself. And on that note, I want to really thank you, Nick, on taking the time and really sharing all this valuable training and information, all the tips that you gave here. It's really incredibly valuable. I hope that people took notes. And you're an incredible leader, and you're providing massive value. And thank you.
Yeah, well, it's a pleasure, really, Vitaly, because you're someone that I admire. You're a fantastic leader as well. And it's a pleasure to be on here, kind of putting value out there into the marketplace, really, so that others can take this and run with it. So yeah, it's an absolute pleasure. Yeah.
Awesome. You know what you need to do? You need to decide, get started, and build your dream. That's it. It's your life. Go and grab it. And we're going to talk to you very, very soon, my friends. So I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah.
Take care.